Hey guys, I want to do a quick update on Bitcoin, and there's a couple of things interesting here, and I've been showing this for a while. There's a cycle of 283. You can see that it peaked somewhere around March 27. It's going to hit a trough cycle low around August. This is the important one, but I'm also looking at what I call like sleeper cycles that probably could start getting influence too on it. And there's this one, uh, which troughs around July the 18th, and this is all subject to change because, things are always changing and shifting. These are dynamic cycles. And then the last one is the 380. This one goes so further out, it's not even showing up. So I'm taking it as just using maybe the 283 and the 223. So this is a composite. So somewhere around, maybe you could probably say anywhere between, maybe June, July, August, that sweet spot. Or if you want to do like a bell curve, July, August, September. Well, maybe not September, but somewhere around that ballpark, possible low. Could it continue going lower? It could. It could just probably go sideways. Like here, it was going up and it was just going sideways here. Then it just turned up. So now we hit this peak. So let's see how it's going to play out. I just figure I'd show you what I'm watching, and I was very close to buying Bitcoin, and I am glad I did it because looking at this and looking at the price action and looking at the halving and all this other stuff, to me, maybe it's too early to tell. It looks like it all became a dud. This is my trading view account. This is where I was compiling. You can look at my YouTube. I have a playlist of Bitcoin or crypto. I can't remember what I called it. And you can see that I've made a list and kind of was interested, and then realized, okay, I'm gonna think I'm gonna pull a trigger, make my list of stocks I'm gonna trade, do some research, and then I came across the cycles that were topping out in this area. So I was like, very risky for me, unless I want to go against the grain and be like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore cycles theory and assume that with the halving and everything, we're gonna, take out this high and hit 150,000 or whatever. Everybody, is going to the moon and whatnot. And it's fine, to go to the moon, but, I want to ride the wave with you guys. But I was like, I don't know, it's kind of too risky. And made my list. Here it is. It's all red. Maybe there's some not that great here. Maybe Dogecoin is a little sketchy. Shibu, Algo. And this could probably change. But in the meantime, if Bitcoin is going to follow these cycles, I got a couple of months, for it, if it's going to pull back, where I could get it at a better discount, not premium, but discount. And because this is all premium here, this area above 50%, this is all premium. Below it, from here on, all premium. From here down, all discount. So I'm liking buying discount. So whoever bought here, thinking about the halving, now you're kind of, unless you got stopped out or, in the red. Key level to watch would be that 59,000. If that cracks, then it might probably go to this area. You can see the consolidation, which is somewhere around 51,000. And then the cycles, I think, which is the daily I showed you, are bottoming out or hitting a trough somewhere around June, July, August. So that might be the sweet spot, maybe, between those 3 months, June, July, August, maybe a cycle low or, kind of consolidating sideways back and forth until it shoots up. But either way, I'm in the sidelines just watching it. Looking at some of the technicals, this is in sell mode. I think this is a daily. So far, it's not looking good. Let's see the news. I don't even know what's the latest. Blockchain gaming firm brand comes to Bitcoin. Slowing Bitcoin ETF flows. No cause for concern. Maintains 150,000 price target. This is an analysis. Bitcoin dips below 62K as Hong Kong ETF disappoint on debut. Wow, I didn't even know a Hong Kong ETF was I don't know, debuted, I guess yesterday or this week. So there's a lot of things going on. The halving, the Hong Kong. I mean, we got our own ETF, and we from this high of 73 of this low of 59, your midpoint was right here, and we failed. and now it's pushing lower, and now this is going to get tested. So we get a failed new low where this holds and then it starts going up again and it takes out that 50. The probabilities are higher. We're going to kiss 73. But if this doesn't hold and it has a bounce and then it pulls back and it takes out, we have a close below this. The probabilities are higher. We probably go to 51. And maybe this cycle is, playing out. Too early to tell. We got to wait until prices get down here to see what's the next phase. But as of right now, this is probably the path of least resistance to the downside. And once you get to 59, assess what Bitcoin is going to do. Is it going to stall? Our discount buyer is going to come in and buy this low and prop it up? Time will tell. This is my market profile. As you can see, I'm using Bitcoin futures. You got the value area high here of 64, and we already have taken that out. You got your point of control all the way around 40,000, but it's too. I don't think it's going to go there that fast. We're going to have to look at our daily. You can see we got value area low around 60,000. And this area right here could be support. You see that block right there? That could be support. So that means anywhere between 59 all the way to 53 could find some kind of support in any of these little areas and maybe bounce. Maybe do a bounce, a retest to test these lows and see if it could penetrate it again. But if it fails, and then you take out the low from whatever it went, that could build even more pressure. To test maybe this area right here, or find support here, or even go down to 42. So that's kind of too early to tell, but we'll see once it kisses 59. Look at that simple glance chart. Very overextended on the monthly. You could tell that right here. The monthly linear regression channel was going across, and it even surpassed that, and now has pulled back in. So it looks like it's going reversion back down. Which makes sense because the cycles are down. So maybe, it's time to pull in and then do assess and then do another leg higher. You got a PPS sell signal. You crack the mobile bands, and it all depends where we close. But if we close this week, anywhere below, you could say, I can't tell because it's red. Anyway, if we close below 63,000, its chances are it might probably even kiss the 20 SMA 55 and find support there for this linear regression channel. MACD is negative. The monthly is not negative yet. The volume has been negative for April, and we've crossed below the zero line. So a couple of things. The trend has changed. You can see the Hekanashi is now our full body, and now the color has changed, and PPS sell signal, we cracked the mobile band. So things are just kind of building up with the indicators. And on the daily, you're already in the cloud. You already took out the value area low of 62, lost the point of control, which was 66, and below the 20 and the 50 SMA, and you got big support right here on the cloud, which is 56,000. And the linear regression channels are pointing down. And you're still negative on the MACD, and you're getting a negative crossover. This is something I have here, sentiment. It only comes up when I don't know, with Bitcoin or stocks or something like that. It never comes up on other instruments. So I have to kind of back test it. So I'm not going to talk about this. Lastly, let's look at our midpoint chart. So big support on the yearly is 59,000. See how it bounced off that from there? If it takes that out, your next big level will be 52. So it could go all the way down there. So we'll see. On the monthly, you're below your midpoint, and you got this level around here, around 60. If that fails, it's going to be around 56. And on the weekly, you're below your midpoint. You failed here. This is like the halving here. This is your highs. So you're below. So the weekly's negative, the monthly's negative. The only thing that's positive is the yearly, obviously, because your midpoint for the year is 30,000. So that's the only thing that's positive. Everything else is negative. And for the week, this level right here, you know, it could probably get kissed, which is 60,000. This is your last leg or at least area of support or target to the downside for this week. And for today, you're below your midpoint, which is 63, and just pushing lower. The target to the downside for today only would be 60,000. As long as you could get above 63, you have a fighting chance to at least test this high. But if you can't get up there, then pretty much you're focusing on, you know, shorting rallies like this and then short it. There may be another one. You can see that it breaks the midpoint unless you take out that high, but you know, there might be a level right here, which is this one, and then short it. So that's the strategy. But anyway, you know, it's just price action is not, I don't know, is not showing me any bullish signs, you know, especially after the halving and people are saying, "Ah, don't worry, it's going to come up." But just want to put my 2 cents, my thoughts of what I'm seeing. Just keep an eye on this level. If I was a trader, I would put an alert here to see once we kiss that. Send me an alert on my phone or whatever. Okay, we're here. Now watch it and see what happens. Is it going to hold? Is it going to bounce? Or is it going to continue and push it and, you know, make it where every time it kisses this level, it alerts you because, you know, it could go down and then it could go up. It's one of those things you just want to watch this pivot low. And that's just going to be your indicator. Even if you get chopped up, if you think it's going to go down, you go short and it goes up, at least you have a fighting chance to be like, all right, I gave it a shot to go down and now it wants to go up. So, or if you think that it's going to go up, you know, and it bounces, buy it. But then if it turns around, it's tricky, this area right here. I'm more like, I'm just going to wait till the cycle goes up. And whatever happens here, I don't really care. If it goes down, then it's confirming my cycle. And once that cycle turn, wherever it's at, then that's when I'm going to consider, you know, buying it. If it's down here, that's consolidated. If it pulled back and it's here, or it's just going sideways until the cycle turns, then that's when I consider, you know, dipping my toes. That's enough for me. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on Bitcoin.